So I'll go there and I have to like check in and enter my code in. And then we go upstairs. You have to sign a form. It's like a HIPAA form. Just pretty much stating don't say stuff about patient information. It's fine. I'm not the type of player that you will ever read about in the box scores. I won't make headlines for doing something great on the field, and you will never see me in a highlight reel. I had all the accolades you could ask for throughout my high school years. And then life happened, and here I am, 9 knee surgeries later, with the reality that I'm an athlete at my dream school who will never lace up her cleats again. Have a great night, all right? Bye.
How do we deal with being face to face with adversity? Life throws us many obstacles. Our stories and paths are all different. They challenge us and test us, but we never know where they will take us.
Very few athletes get to go out on their own terms. We either age out, you lose your eligibility at the college level, you get injured, or you're not good enough anymore. Very few people get to go out where on your own terms, where you get to say goodbye and you feel good about and you have closure.
For Abby Pyne, that time came a lot sooner than she had expected or hoped.
It was a combination of overuse and then just the way I was born, my patella didn't track properly. And so no matter what I did, no matter how little I used my knee, whenever I did use it, my patella would get inflamed.
As a high school junior from Dixmont, Maine, Abby racked up all the accolades a college soccer coach would want in their future goalkeeper. An All-American, an All-Region honoree, plus a 4-time Maine state champion. But sometimes life doesn't go as planned.
The moment I really knew something was wrong was when I walked in and my surgeon looked at me and said, "You're gonna wish you had an ACL," which is every soccer player's nightmare. And so from then on out, I found out about the cartilage defect in my knee, under my patella, and how difficult cartilage is to repair and regrow. My last surgery, they had to reconstruct my patella and also cut my tibia in half and reposition my tibia. And so that was what really has allowed me to start feeling okay with my left knee now.
After her sophomore year, Abby received a medical hardship following her 9th knee surgery.
When your surgeon told you that she would never clear you to play that sport that you loved so much, what was the first thought that went through your mind?
Initially, I was empty. I was like, that can't be true. People have told me that before, and I've always come back. I kind of made peace with it. It was a moment where I knew that if I had continued to try and destroy my body for another 3 months of a sport, like I wouldn't be able to walk when I got older. A lot of college athletes you will talk to will say that the most important part about being a college athlete was the bonds they formed with their teammates, and I didn't miss out on that at all. I did miss out on moments on the field, but I never missed out for a second on the relationships I have with my teammates. It's still hard. It's still hard being around soccer. There's days where I don't feel like going to rehab. I've been rehabbing for 4 or 5 years now. There's days where I don't want to go in the training room, but I need to.
Throughout her surgeries and years of rehab, one thing remained constant.
Throughout my whole childhood and whole life, my parents have constantly instilled this value of being grateful for every opportunity that's been given to you. I got a tattoo my sophomore year when I was coming back that says "Be grateful" on my wrist. I always put my left glove on first, so I was always able to see that. It reminded me no matter how bad my body hurt, no matter how tough that day of training was, like I was there. Just having this reminder to constantly, you're at this incredible institution. I have the best team in the world, I swear. These girls are my best friends. They're there when I have a rough day, when I hear bad news about an MRI, I will come back to my room and have like a box of chocolates waiting for me. Like, they're incredible. There's so many blessings that come with being a Duke student athlete, even if you can't perform on the field. And reminding myself every day how grateful I was to be here is really what got me through that. When you've poured your heart and soul into something and suddenly the thousands of hours of work you put in seem pointless, you start to question your purpose. I thought I was going to leave my mark on Duke by leaving my name in the record books and playing for a national championship. Those things obviously weren't going to happen anymore. And so I sat down and thought, how can you leave your mark now? A young girl I got incredibly close to through coaching at Duke soccer camps and who eventually became an honorary captain of our team here, got diagnosed with cancer. Her whole family decided to move to Duke so she could receive the best treatment. This got the gears turning in my head as to how I could make the lives of children in Duke Hospital a little better. Volunteering has always been important to me, whether it's giving food out at homeless shelters or Ronald McDonald House. But the application to become a volunteer at the Children's Hospital is huge. You need letters of recommendation, 5 or 6 hours of orientation, and a promise to go at least once a week for a whole semester. And most athletes can't do that.
But that's where Abby comes in.
Everyone in this community wants to give back. It's just a matter of having the resources to do so. When I was talking to a lot of my teammates and a lot of my other friends in the student-athlete community, I realized a bunch of other people wanted to do it as well, but they didn't necessarily have the time to figure it out.
And so, Athlete Wednesdays was born.
Essentially, it's a program where I go every single week, and I'm allowed to bring other student-athletes with me. These kids are incredible. They're happy, and they have smiles on their faces, and they're going through things we could never dream of going through. I know that every Wednesday when I go to the Children's Hospital, I am going to have a reality check. No matter what's going on in your life, seeing these kids be positive through everything they go through puts everything in perspective for you. My knee surgery seemed like nothing when I look at these kids. Hearing a kid say, "I want to be just like you one day," is the best feeling in the world. I get to experience that every Wednesday, and allowing other student athletes to bring that, it hopefully can give them a little extra push to keep grinding if they get tired. And they always love it. Everyone's begging to come back. So it's more, at this point, it's balancing like how often can I get people in.
Although this highlight will not show up in box scores, this is the mark that Abby hopes to leave at Duke.
The concept of having a program that lives long after I'm gone, and just allowing student athletes to experience volunteering at the Children's Hospital and to experience what it's like to give back and to give them an avenue to do that is something I'm so incredibly proud of. Being injured is only a small part of my story, but it's allowed me to explore routes I wouldn't necessarily have been able to explore without it. It triggered me into going pre-med.
What do you think you're most thankful for?
I'm grateful for the lessons soccer has taught me. I'm grateful for the pain it's caused me. I'm grateful for the ups and the downs of every journey I've been on. Even if it doesn't work out, that doesn't mean it wasn't a valuable experience. There is good from every single thing you go through in life, and soccer is really what allowed me to become the person I am today.
We never know what obstacles will come our way, but wherever life takes us, be grateful.